Guys, I am so excited. Look at all of this progress, man. I do want to give a huge shout out to, where did he go? This man right here. I'm not going to try to say his name because I'll probably mess it up, but he is a terrain artist that I've hired to help me out with this game and help bring Division to life. So most of this terrain, a good 98% of it, is because of him. Huge shout out to that guy. Anyways, today we're going to be making the shipping container area, sort of just like a docks area, if you will, and I'm going to kind of make it like the one in GTA, except, you know, Roblox. So let me make this up a little bit because that's pretty steep. We'll go about right here. And the shipping containers is what's going to fill up about 80 to 90% of this area. So I guess I should sort of draw out how I want it and then hop into Blender and get some shipping containers done. All right, so here in Blender with the shipping container, I do want to give a huge shout out to This Modern Day. He's one of my good modeling friends, and he actually was working on a project a while back ago that involved this shipping container. And I want to show you guys why it's so impressive and very nice of him for letting me use this, by the way. Check this out. All of these, we can literally adjust the doors. So let's say we want it closed, put it at 0, boom, it's closed. So we could just run both of the back ones as closed and the front ones as opened. It's very simple for us to adjust these and have a bunch of variations in the shipping containers. Another cool thing, you can add your textures right here. So material for the container, the lock rod material, and the floor material, all of these we could just add right there. Am I gonna do materials in here? Maybe not. We'll see. I might try and then fail because, you know, I'm not exactly great with materials, but that's very cool. The only downside to this is if we go up here and do, we have to switch this. If we do the back face culling, you can see it's invisible on the walls and the top and stuff. So all we need to do is add a solidify modifier after we make this an actual exportable object. Or if we wanted to be lazy, we could enable a double-sided on Roblox Studio for the containers that we keep open. However, I think about 80 to 90% will stay closed. So what I'm gonna do is have one shipping container just like this, perfectly open on one end. I think I'll make, let's do 5 variations. Odd numbers are always nice because it doesn't come off too organic, or I mean, too forced. It will come off more organic if we have, you know, an odd number, I guess. Anyways, let's make one of these have perfectly closed doors. So everything's just closed up. Let's make one of them have one side open. This one can have 2 sides open. Let's put that back to 115 and 115. So we've got closed, one side open, both sides open. This one we could do maybe one door open, so we'll put that to 0. And this one we will do the same thing but with the other side, just like that. And maybe we could do even one more where we have the opposite door open, which would be this one, I believe, 115. Yeah, so something just like that. And hey, you know what, we might as well do one more where both doors on the same side are opened. Then we have a whole bunch of containers that we can work with. I believe that's this one, 115. There we go. Nice. So now that we have all of these containers, I might try to find some textures. I am going for a realer vibe to this game, but it might be silly to not continue using the stuff that I'm already using in the map. So we might also just do it on Roblox. Guys, I had literally the biggest brain fart ever. Like, I just pretended I couldn't read. If you look at this, transform curve to mesh in order to apply constructive modifiers, which means this is a curve, and all you have to do is click it, convert to, and convert to mesh. As you can see, modifier's gone. We now have geometry. Quite dense as well, I gotta say. Like, why? What is all of this? Oh, that's the floor inside. So we don't even need this part for this one. L, delete. We don't need it. That got rid of so much. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna convert all of these, and then we're gonna try to optimize them the best we can so they're not super intensive on anyone's PCs or phones. Then we're gonna take them into Roblox and really start getting some stuff put together. I've got all of these converted to meshes, and I genuinely think the best thing to possibly do, just to start out each crate, is delete this. Like, literally delete this. We're gonna unselect this face right here. What the heck? How many faces? Whoa, what are we doing? Now we're gonna do X, delete faces, and we're gonna grab these 2 faces, extrude them, and then we're just gonna drag them to the back. This cuts out so much, man. man. It lets us still have a solid floor within the crate, but it cuts out all of those, like, honestly pointless loop cuts. And I'm gonna say that probably happened with the way he was, like, modeling this, or the way the geometry nodes worked or something. I've never touched a geometry node in my life, so I really couldn't tell you here. But I do want to make these sort of line up with the edges of the crate, so we will do that. And I think we could dissolve edges. There we go. Now we have a nice solid floor with inside the crate. All right, guys. So by fixing all of the floors and just making them, you know, a box instead of 50,000 boxes, we have brought down all of this. We're at 159,000 tries right now. I believe we were like 250 or 200K. I genuinely couldn't tell you because I didn't look beforehand, but I'm sure if you rewind, you can look. But yes, we have definitely optimized them quite a bit. Now what we're going to do next is hover over all of them, having them highlighted. We're going to press X and limited dissolve. As you can see, we have knocked down another 20 or almost 30,000. We're going from basically 160,000 to 123,000. All right, guys, I just went through all the containers and separated everything how it needs to be. As you can see, each thing has its own highlight now. And the next thing I really want to look into, why did we do this like this? I assume it has to be something to do with the geometry nodes once again, but it's so unoptimized. If we grab all of these, all right, let's just grab all of these, even this one, X, delete faces, and then we have just this one. So let's go into our wireframe mode and grab just this row down here. We can go back into solid and we can just drag this down, and there we go. I got to do that for all of them. All right, guys, I've gotten each container down to 5,500 tries, which I don't think is too bad, and I think they still look pretty good as well. So with that being said, it's finally time to import them to Roblox and actually get started on our map. All right, so we just brought them in, and as you can see, the containers that are closed are good. All right, the containers that are opened are not good if they're open on one side, but if they're open on both sides and everything lines up perfectly, they're good. Now, no worries about this. We can simply check on double-sided and that'll fix that issue, but it seems you can't really do just like the off ones. So I'm actually going to get rid of all of these and only keep this one and this one. All right, guys, I took a little break, and by a little break, I mean I went to ride motorcycles all day long, and now I am beat, but here we are. We have some shipping containers. I went on a stunt Facebook group and said, hey guys, if you'd like your logos to be within the game, go ahead and send them over and I'll use them around the map. And we got a bunch of logos. I've not put all of them in, but we got Bella stunt seats, which I actually really want one of these. They're kind of expensive, but I really like their stuff. Then we have Stunt News, which I'm guessing is some sort of YouTube channel. And we have this one, Squidiots, which I think is their brand. So yeah, it's really cool, guys. I'm really trying to get a lot of the stunt community on board with this game. And my goal is to bring a lot of eyes to Roblox that would never actually give Roblox a try. So I think we're doing pretty good. We just got those two lined up. And guys, I have such a good idea for this. Like look at this. We're going to grab these, put them here, and let's drag them back. And what I want to do is have a ramp off of the road into that shipping container. I think it'd be super cool. I do want to keep the game pretty realistic, but also let kids have fun within the game. It's kind of silly to make a game on a kid's platform and then not make it fun for kids. So we have to keep sort of both things in mind here. But so far, I think we're doing pretty good. A more realistic build style that I believe most people could get behind. And, you know, the huge. We're going to do one like this. We'll do a normal crate here. Put one over there. And this will be our first set of crates. We're going to do a few sets and a few rows of these. I also made a custom material for this, just so they seem a little less plastic-like. Just wanted to give them one more shot at being actually good crates. All right, so we have this set up. Oh, would it be sick to do the exact same thing? We're going to flip it around so it's a little bit different. And what if we had one more crate? So look, guys, we're going to, let's see, we'll just bring this up. Yo, this would actually be so dope. Let's put a blue one under it, just like that. And now if we have a ramp going into here and then another ramp up to here, oh, I think that'd be so cool. Now we need some other things. So I'm just going to spread out a bunch of shipping containers all around this place, and then we'll get into actually decorating it. But we need the containers placed first because that's sort of the main main point of this area. We officially have all of the crates placed. I think it'll be so cool to have a ramp, dude. Boom, and then boom. And who knows, maybe another one? I genuinely don't know, man. I don't know what it'll be. Maybe we'll find out how to do this and make one of the crates open but back closed, and we could put like a secret badge in it or something like that. That would also be cool. But as you can see, we have a little bit of detail, a little bit of design all around here, and all we have to do is keep adding more. So I think I'm gonna do a bunch of yellow strips throughout this whole thing just to help the industrial construction-ish feel. And maybe yeah, I don't really know. I know we need those crane things, but I don't know what they're called to get a good reference, and I definitely know we can use some lights. I also did change these from the last video because a lot of people said they need an older feel to be over here. Wow, this guy is yikes. There we go. So we changed those lights and the bulbs and everything like that, and then over here we still have our real nice ones. I think I will use the quad light because that makes the most sense to me over here, and I'm gonna put one at each sort of intersection. Perfect. And we just copy these and paste them so they stay the same distance away from each other. It looks all right. Maybe this one actually needs to go a little further. Actually, no, it looks good. So let's grab all of these, duplicate them, throw them back here, and I think that'll be fine for lights. We might do one more row like this and like this, but then it seems like too much, so we're just gonna have those. Now, I need to find out what these cranes are called. They might just be called cranes, to be fair, and try to make one of those. And add my yellow lines, of course, and some wear on the little paths and stuff. Just detail. All right, guys, just placed some wedges right here. We have a nice bike just for testing purposes, but check it out. Here is how we are looking. I think I want to change the cranes here to sort of our old paint kind of color. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if we go real close to this, you can see this is the normal Roblox metal, and it's just metal. Like, there's nothing more depth to it, but I've made a few other variants, and check out this one. Old metal. Click. Little less shiny, or I guess not. But if we go to like the sides, you can see like the paint, the scratched up paint, kind of rusted feel, and just a bit more depth overall within those. So I really like that. And I'm finally using the material service and learning how to use it. So I think for today, this will be our shipping container place. I think it turned out pretty good. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.